Hey guys, me again with another YouTube video, and it's been a little while since I've uploaded a video, and mainly because I lost the MacBook Air that I was using as a screen capture software, so I can no longer do computer videos of the LDD creations without any audio, so I don't know if I'm going to film those yet or not, but that's pretty much the reason I haven't been doing a lot of videos. So that means I'm going to have to start building a lot more guns in real life, which is alright, I guess. I keep running out of pieces, but I've managed to throw together another gun. This one is red and black because I'm currently organizing out all of my Lego pieces into their proper colors, and the bins that are currently full are red and black, and I need some way to put more of those color pieces in, which means I'm going to have to start building more guns out of red and black. So without further ado, we're going to be taking a look at the PDW-57. This one isn't as polished as the ones on my LDD, obviously, but it is definitely really unique, and I do definitely like this one a lot better than some of the other ones that I'm using. I'm going to step way over here. For some reason, the tablet that I use to record on now has these issues with zooming in on the camera really far, so this is a pretty simple build. This one started with the upper receiver, which is this red here, and then continued on this side. This side is where your charging handle sits. This is also the side that the magazine swivels out on. There's the sling mount up top here. I'm not sure if you can see this or not. Yeah, you should be able to. The sling mount here, which instead of being in the middle here, I moved up because when you put your cheek down here, this gets in the way and it's really uncomfortable. So way up here, it's out of the way for me, so that's where I left it. So the upper receiver was the main part that I focused on, getting the red done first, and then I started the lower receiver, which you see here, and this part was a 2-day build. This was only 1 day. So I started at the front here, and I worked my way back into here, all the way up into here. But the original section that I did here, which was the day 1 part of the build, did not look that good. It used the 45-degree slope bricks that you see there, and it just did not work well with the angles of the actual PDW-57. So I went and I procured some plate pieces, and I instead replaced all the slopes with these, and now it looks a lot better. I did sacrifice a little bit of comfort to use these. These edges right here are a little sharp. I'm going to have to come through and add some more plates just to give it a little bit more curve, and some down here too. I did fix that issue on the LDD model, but the issue is I just don't have the amount of plates that I need here without dumping out some of the black bins and stuff, and that's kind of a pain to do, making sure you guys can see. And then back here I did the curves that you see. Curves. I do wish that these two gray pieces were at least in black, maybe even red, but unfortunately I don't have any readily available, so I just switched that up. So this was the first part of the build, this was the second part of the build, and then I came through and I added a little bit of some details. I went ahead and I found as many of the red register pieces as I could. I then built the magazine that you see in here, which is the black, and then the stock was the very last thing, which is this. So going over some of the different features of this one. First and foremost, tactical rail up top for mounting optics. I don't have any sights on this at all. It's literally just blank up here. The magazine swivels outwards. Let's see if I can. Swivels out just like this on the little point up here, right there, that little red piece at the very top of the magazine. locks into place where that hole is with this gray piece. So it locks into place. So now when you start jiggling the weapon up and down, your magazine does not fall out. One of the really interesting things about this weapon is that you can push the magazine out, and you can jiggle it up and down like this, and it will move around, but it's not going to fall out because it also locks into place up at the top. But you can, I'm not sure how I'm going to show this. If you push the magazine out far enough, it hits the slope bricks there, and it pulls the pin out of the thing. So if you're good enough, you can do the fast mags reload animation. The normal reload animation, you come up with your hand and you pull the mag out just like this. The fast mag animation, you put the gun kind of up like this, and the magazine comes out, and then it drops down like that without your hand being there. So if you can get the magazine to swing out, if you can get it to swing out far enough, it drops down without you having to grab the magazine itself. Some details of the magazine. The back is cylindrical. That's part where it snaps in. That's part where it snaps in. And then it's got a simulated bullet tip right there. This is the swivel point that it works on. The outlining is in red slopes, and then the inside is in black slopes. Here you can see the hole that it locks into place, and then the part where the circle pieces sit. Your fire selector. So I'm assuming this would be semi-auto, and then this will be full auto. And then your safety is this down here. So if it works like a P90s, this is in fire and that's in safety. Your trigger. This is your front grip here. It's kind of like a potato grip. This is your hand stop, so that if you're holding the weapon like this instead, your fingers don't fly in front of this muzzle. This is your barrel. Pretty basic. Now then, the normal stock does not look like this. This is a skinned down version because it looks better. Skimmed down like this. Sits actually inside of the receiver here and not on the outside. The normal one sits on the outside and has rods that come way up through here. I don't really like that, so I went ahead and switched it up so that it looks more so like this. And now that the stock is on the inside. It is adjustable. You pull that pin, and then it can adjust in and out. But this one's more for show. It's not really meant to be adjustable. I'm going to put the magazine back in. So now then, the coolest thing about this weapon has got to be pulling the bolts. So this here is your charging handle. So it works just like a Chris Vector's. It sits flush up against the receiver here, so that if you're drawing it from here, it doesn't get snagged on anything. But when you reach and you grab it, it opens out like so. And then you pull it back. So now you're technically cocking the weapon, and then when you let go, it pulls back, just like that. So that was a really cool feature. There's a rubber band on the actual thing itself to pull it back into place, and then you can cock it back and let go. There's Technic beams up in there and things like that used. This rubber piece here is called a dampener, and it's meant so that when this comes and it hits the receiver, and It doesn't snap as loud as it's meant to. This is really fun to do. It's super cool, and I definitely like it. In terms of sights, I don't really have any for this one. Give me a second. I have Blue Jay Industries folding sight, one of the older model sights that I could put on it. But it's not really, meant to look good. So I don't know what sights I'm going to put on it just yet, but eventually I'll put some on it. I'll give you guys some final looks and stuff. It's a fun gun to use in game. It was one of the very first weapons that I got to gold and diamond. And it's definitely worth building it out of Legos. I'm hoping to kind of refine this version just a little bit more to make it a lot better. That's pretty much it for this video, guys, though. So I'll see you guys later in another YouTube video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.